Okay, so you can't ask questions of your superiors. You can ask a few questions of your peers, and you can ask as many questions as you want of subordinates. But if you ask questions to your superiors, it's seen as like a challenge. So if my boss gives me a task as a neurotypical, I would maybe ask a few questions of my peers, but then what I'm supposed to do is make whatever assumptions I need to fill in whatever blanks, and then afterwards they will make whatever corrections they feel need to be made. And then you redo said task. As neurodivergents, we would just ask the 5 questions to be clear so that we can do it right the first time, but they value hierarchy over efficiency. So you can't challenge them with questions. You're supposed to be corrected after you've done the thing. Now, you don't have to acknowledge any of this hierarchy nonsense because it absolutely is nonsense. However, you should probably take into account that as a neurodivergent, you can see the world through a neurotypical lens because, we've had to build one it's a neurotypical world. But they've never had to challenge their lens. This world is built for them. So whether or not they know you're autistic or what have you, they're probably gonna assume, they're probably gonna assume that you are playing the game. So you do have to acknowledge superiors and peers. You don't have to acknowledge subordinates. So if you don't acknowledge the hierarchy, sometimes they think that you are calling them subordinate to you. Yes, that is a them problem. However, it can get a little dicey if you're not trying to ruffle any feathers. So, take it into account. They can get especially angry if they've clocked you as autistic, even if they don't know that autism is what they're seeing, because, well, if you're a bit odd, then you're the odd man out, and if you're the odd man out, then you are absolutely below me in the hierarchy, and how dare you challenge me? And that's how you end up in, pissing contests you never signed up for. So, like I said, you don't have to acknowledge it. Absolutely not. But, you should be aware of what could happen, I guess. I think that's all I got. So, yeah, I hope that made sense.